When a horror movie franchise gets taken to court over copyright issues, it leaves very little opportunity for installments in the future. And we've seen this with Friday the 13th, and as of only recently, news broke that Victor Miller reclaimed the domestic rights from the producer. Clive Barker, who wrote 1987's Hellfire, leveraged copyright law to the American rights to the franchise. For anybody who's been watching my videos on The Creeper or the new film coming out, you know the fourth installment of the franchise was directed by Timo Vuorensola, a Finnish director, and it brings in a new fresh set of peepers. But confirmation sees Jonathan Breck has no involvement as the Creeper, but instead Drew Benjamin. And I'm not shitting on Drew Benjamin, he's a good actor and I would love to see this film and see his take on the character. With all this lawsuit shit going on, the director claims he has nothing to do with it, and even goes as far as saying he had no idea it was happening. See, the idea of tax fraud is that when a company is making a film, they conceal the true price for the cost of production, and then unlawfully claim back money from the UK film tax credit scheme. Or in that case, it would be over in America, it was shot in Louisiana. See, here in Ireland we have this too. Ireland's 32 to 35% tax credit for film, television and animation. Section 418 is a tax credit incentivizing film, TV, animation and creative documentary production here in Ireland. It's administered by Ireland's Department of Culture and Revenue Commissioners. So people are asking now, was Jeepers Creepers 4 a way to take back money from tax? Well, the director's involvement is under scope, as I saw a tweet here earlier on Twitter calling the director a con man. He set up equity crowdfunding to share profits with fans for his movie Iron Sky 2, after he was on video saying that films never make profits due to creative accounting. And I will say one thing, when I went to college to study film, we did talk about Hollywood accounting, and there are a lot of big name movies that didn't pull in a lot of profit because a lot of the money was stuck in company productions going to the production companies and not the actual talent. Now, he continued on to say, Jeepers Creepers 4 seems like a tax rebate scam, with having no intentions to release the film, only garnering tax profit back without distribution rights to release this movie. As a Jeepers Creepers fan, we're all adjusted to seeing Myriad Pictures Company coming up on screen before each film. It was one of the production companies listed under every film bar the new one, the fourth film. Myriad Pictures took Screen Media to court over copyright issues. The issue with the fourth film was that for a long time no news had been broken, the original characters were never involved, and the franchise was copyrighted by previous companies who aren't even in the next film, or involved in the next film. And this makes a lot of sense now. We're led to believe we'll be getting a new installment, but the film can't be made without rights for the character. If this film was made as some sort of attempt at film fraud, they likely won't pay any compensation to release the film. There hasn't been a lot of marketing or news for the new film until production had finished, and all we got was a 16-minute teaser trailer, 16-second teaser trailer. Now, if I was to ever try and make a film with no intention to release it and no intention for it to be a big deal to make like tax money fraud, it would make sense when you're not actually asking for public attention and you're not really putting out a lot of content for the movie to be talked about. Jeepers Creepers Reborn could very well be scrapped, or they could be stuck in court until 2024, where they may offer Myriad Pictures money to get copyright for the character and release the film. Would they release that 4 years later after making it? I highly doubt it. 4 or 3 years, I highly doubt it. The case could be dragged into 2024. It's stuck in a legal loophole. It may never get a release. Knowing that the director has, I can't even show you my fist quotation marks, no involvement in the lawsuit, the company who tried to reboot the franchise will have to fight for any release to share it. But with the name and the character, it's not believed that Myriad will give any permission for any sort of distribution, unless Screen Media offers to pay them off, which is not going to happen. I think as someone who loves horror films, and when you want to remake a horror film with love for horror films, you have to honor the horror film. You know, you can't try and it's different if you're doing like a spin-off idea. It's a little bit different, but like if you're making a sequel, or not a sequel, but restarting a trilogy with the same character, the same name, but you haven't got copyright permission, then it's not looking good for you. It doesn't look good that you're not asking for permission to reboot something. But one thing I will say, we have no idea if there has ever been talk about Myriad giving them permission for the film. It might have been a deal they had offered and haven't got like confirmation on, and now it's up in court because they've been promoting the film. No one knows, but with this being in court and two companies fighting for this, it's not looking likely. It's stifling any possibility of even distributing the film in a local country. Now, I'm 100% okay with you know, like a sci-fi Finnish director, Timo, to reboot or do a trilogy, because I don't believe you have to be a veteran horror director to do this. I hadn't seen Victor Salva's films before watching the first one, and it turned out great. I have no idea if he's had other horror films. I don't know the director. I just know his work was good, and I believe you can make a good horror film even if you're not, you know, like predominantly horror. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So my point in this video is, there's a major lawsuit going on, and it's not looking likely that Jeepers Creepers 4 will come out. I could be wrong. It could be released in a week, but with the open court documents being on Google, you can read it yourself. Myriad Pictures are defending the rights to their work, and it's going against the people this is cross-defending would be Infinity Films and Scream Media, with a lot of other people as well. So whatever other company was involved with this film, they don't have rights for it, and it's probably not going to get a release. I love the franchise, and I would love nothing more to have another one. Not that I'm in love with the story they're even coming for the next film. I still want to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I'll make more news for any of the Jeepers Creepers films, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. But in saying that, I also want to say I have a mutual person I know on Twitter and I follow on YouTube. His name is Critical Overlord. He's been releasing a lot of tweets, and I even watched one of his videos recently, a couple of days ago, about this news. I want to say a shout out to him because he has been talking about this. He's been making a lot of Jeepers Creepers videos in the past. That's how I found out about him. And I want to say a shout out to him. I'm going to leave his link down below because I like watching his videos, and I think you will too. Halloween, Jeepers Creepers, a lot of films. I'm going to end off here, but yeah, sad news for the Jeepers Creepers world, unfortunately. Thanks for watching. I'll keep you updated if anything comes out, but check out Critical Overlord because he'll keep you updated well before I will. I'm very slow. Thank you, take care, and fuck it, we might get the film, we might not.